It was bold. It was resilient. It was persistent. It was dogged. It was Aston Villa 1, Manchester City 0. What a performance from the Villa boys. Listen, we could have gone ahead. We should have got more goals. We should have put the game out of sight. But to go against one of the elite teams in the Premier League right now and win the game in the manner that we did, I can't be any more ecstatic than I am right now. What a win. That's the performance that we've been wanting to see from the beginning of the season. In no way, shape or form perfect. In no way, shape or form perfect. However, how we defended, how we chased after every ball, especially in our half, how we put our bodies on the line, Konsa, Onana, Powell, Martinez was strong and bold in the area and in the air. Listen, what can I say? Oh man, it was a nail biter. It was tense. City did what City do, where they put pressure on. They started piling the players on further on in the game, further up the pitch, bringing their centre backs up, just pushing, piling pressure on. But we were resilient, and we saw the game through to the end. Listen, what a game it was. And obviously I'm going to get into my match debrief in the next couple of days to give a little bit more of an in-depth insight. But I'm just ecstatic right now. I even started the episode of the pod how I would usually start it. Welcome to Villa WIN Noir. This is my match reaction after Villa's win against Manchester City. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, especially comment. I want to hear what you have to say after today's performance. To think that 7-8 weeks ago we were languishing in 19th place, no wins, no goals, to now being in a position where we're 1 point off 4th place in the Premier League. I can only be really happy. I can only be excited. I can only be really proud of what the boys have done, what Unai's put in place to turn the season around. We're now a quarter of the way through the season, and it's now looking more like where we should be. Can you imagine what it might look like if we won any of those first few games of the season? Man, it just makes me wonder what could be. However, this is what I want to see from Aston Villa. Is every game going to be pretty? No. It's going to be ugly sometimes, but we see it through to the end. And that is the performance that I want to see. I want to give a massive shout out to Matthew Cash, Mr. Kashevsky. Yeah, because I have been his biggest critic, but at this point, I'm starting to think that he might be developing into the player of the season for us. He was not only did he score the goal for us, he gave us our outlet on the right hand side, but defensively he was so solid. I was so afraid of this game for him because I don't know if anyone remembers the game at the Etihad last year. He got taken for an idiot, especially by Doku. So when Doku came on, I was a bit scared, but he held his own. There was nothing for City on the left-hand side. There was nothing for City on the left-hand side. Man, we caused them to have to shift their whole way of playing. Amadou Onana, Boubacar Kamara, absolutely solid in the middle of the park. When the game first started, John Stones was stepping into midfield and it was causing a little bit of an overload, but we got past it. Those first 10 minutes in the first half was a bit shaky. Those first 10 minutes in the second half was a bit shaky, but we weathered the storm and carried on going. That is the Aston Villa that we want to see. And Amadou Onana, king him. Yeah, man. Put the crown on his head. He was absolutely incredible today. An absolutely mammoth performance from him. Every ball that went into the box, he's getting his head on it. He's getting his body on it in the way. He's getting his legs in the way. Listen, that is the Amadou Onana that we want to see. Now, the only thing I would say is that we just need to work. We need to do better on getting that second goal. I think if we had a second goal, which we had many chances, which is another positive, it would have been less nervy. But to manage those nerves, to manage the situation in the way that we did. I can't complain, man. And to think that I was looking at this 3-game stretch against Liverpool, against Man City, against Spurs, hoping to get at least 4 points from it. To think that we're already 2 from 2, 6 points in the bag. And again, we're coming up against a Liverpool team now that have lost 4 games on the bounce. There's no reason why we can't beat them. There's no reason why we can't get 3 for 3 out of this gauntlet. That was so intimidating beforehand. What a performance from Aston Villa. Listen, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your feelings. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. I'll be back with you either tomorrow or Tuesday with a full debrief of the game. But I just can't say anything more than up the Villa. Up the Villa. That's what we want to see. This has been Villa and Noir. This is my match reaction. As always, up the Villa. Peace.